everybody, and welcome back to Pain-Free Creations, Coaching and Conversations, where we do all three in a short amount of time. I'm Aubrey Payne, and today we are going to talk about the lovely engagement tool called Nearpod, which happens to be my favorite tech tool to engage my own students. Today, specifically, we are going to cover the basics. So, how to do a quick launch activity, starting and creating just a basic, plain Nearpod lesson, making a slide, editing your slide, and then customizing it to make it beautiful. If you're a beginner or maybe just somebody who has been eyeing Nearpod for a while and just hasn't been really sure where to start, this is the perfect video for you. Let's check it out. It's going to be we're going to start basic and then expand from there. So this is a little more in depth of exactly what you need to do to make a Nearpod and how you would do that on Zoom and what it would look like. So first, this is the basic. So to log in, you go to nearpod.com and click log in. Once you go there, you click log in with Google. So now, of course, this is mine. It has a lot. Yours may have also a lot or just a little bit or nothing, and that's fine. So once you are here and you are ready to create a lesson, you are going to click create. But before I start that, I'm going to start off with a quick launch as kind of an introduction. So let's say you don't really want to do a full-on lesson, or you just want to do a exit ticket or a quick check of some sort. All you're going to do is find the rocket ship up here at the top and click quick launch. Then it gives you some options of the different activities that you could do, and it's just going to be one slide. It's not going to be a lesson, just one activity. So let's say you want to ask the class a question and you want them all to share their thoughts, kind of like a corkboard for just discussions here where they can all put their own pins in. So let's say the question was, what was the main idea of the story? And you can even put explain because blank. Anyways, so this is just one activity. And then you can click right here, quick launch, and it instantly starts the assignment that you can send out to kids. It's just one question. And I'll dive into each different activity as we go on. I'm just going basic to bigger picture so that we don't overwhelm. And I will also show you how you share your lesson. So that is just a preview of quick launch. That means it's just a quick activity, no real extra work to it, just one question. Now when you're going for a lesson, you're going to go to create and you're going to click lessons. Now you can title your lesson so that you can find it later. And then you're going to click add slide. So now when I do my lessons, I always start out with an activity. So you have two different options, content, activity. Click activities, and I usually, when kids log in to these lessons, the first slide is always the slide that they're going to be looking at once they log on. So I've always found it very useful and time-saving, and it keeps the kids' attention if I give them an activity to do while they wait for other kids to log in. Popular one, kids, they love word searches. So I'm going to click a draw it. You can type your instructions here. Complete the word search while we wait for students to log in. Then you can click upload background image. That's what the kids will write on. So I'm going to click here and I'm just going to Google sight word search. I mean, you can really just Google about anything. So I am going to click one. And there is a word search that they will get to work on. I'm going to click save, and it saves that slide. So that's the first slide that they see. Okay, so now I probably want to introduce my objective. So I'm just going to click Add Slide again. And I'm going to click Slide. So you're just going to go on like you would Google Slides or any other program that you use to make slides. So I'm going to click Slide again. So now you have, I'm going to go over just different formats of these slides. So this is a basic slide where you can add your title. So let's say my objective, I've been using this one, so I can visualize the story. Okay, and so then maybe you want to put an anchor chart. So if you have something saved on your computer, you can click Upload Files, and you can add whatever you have. If you want to just find something off of Google, you can click here, and you can click Image, and I'm going to type in Visualizing Anchor Chart. I'm going to click one, and there we go. We've got a slide that says I can visualize the story. Then we have our anchor chart. So now you can leave it like this. I know when I first started, I left my slides just pretty basic. But if you want to give it a little extra something, you could give it a background. So if you go right here, you can click background, and you can type in for the Google. So I just type in reading background. That's usually just what I use. And pick a reading background that you like. There's numbers to change pages. So I'm going to use this one. So now, and I'm going to here, you can also change the color. Okay, there we go. Now I have a background. Again, that's something that you don't have to do right away, but it is an option. Okay, so I'm going to save this slide. So that's how you would make a slide. And I will get more in depth of how I would use this using the curriculum, but this is just the first step, the basics, how to make a slide. How do you copy a slide? So if you click this and say you want to keep the same background, you just want to switch the words, and you want to keep the objective, you can click a slide and then click copy. Then you can stay right there and then click paste. So now you have two slides. If you want to delete a slide, obviously, right here, you can delete. Now, after you have this, you've now figured out how to add a slide and then kind of organize it. If you don't like the order of your slides, all you have to do is click and move them around. Once you're finished with your lesson, you click Save. And it should be right here for me. So now if I want to edit it again, so now I want to add a little more detail to it. Okay. Now I want to kind of change and edit my slide a little bit more. So I have this. So let's say that I actually want to add a passage here. Let's see. So let's say I'm going to click image and I'm going to say sight word poem this time. So now I have a poem and I want to put it right here. And I know that some of my kids might need to hear it. I can click audio here at the bottom and I can record myself reading it. You can also do this for directions, any stories that you put on here. All you do is you click audio recorder. Unless you have something already recorded, you can click that. So now all I have to do is click setting the table. Here is the plate. Here is the fork. Here is the spoon. Here is the knife. Here is the napkin. Here is dinner. And then I click Save. So now there's a recording to go with this slide in case there are students that might need to hear something read to them. If you want to zoom in a picture that you post here, you can go click this to go up and down. Okay, if you would like to see all the different activities that you can add to this lesson, then go ahead and click the next video.